Hello, my name is Robert Spellman. I'm going to be your professor for this course. I'm very excited and looking forward to getting to know each and every one of my students in our online presence. You are taking an online class. Typically, this is done at SDUIS via the email groups. Sometimes I find email to be a little bit boring, so I try to include these videos as much as possible, time permitting, just to give you guys a little bit extra. But for our class, I want to go over my introduction and introduce myself to you guys. Like I said, my name is Robert Spellman. I'm going to be your professor. My background, I have a bachelor's degree in computer science, have a master's degree in business administration. Currently, I work for SAIC, which is Science Applications International Corporation. I'm currently the operations manager for our integrated digital environment. So I'm very much an IT technical computer person, but I also have the educational background in business, and I've been in business situations. I've had my own business, so I kind of love to combine the two together. Technology and business, they go hand in hand. A lot of that you'll find and see in my teachings and through the course material. Usually the two have become synonymous and go together. With that, I want to talk about some of the classroom procedures. First off, the syllabus. The syllabus is now posted. Please make sure to review the syllabus. Make sure you understand what's going to be expected of you. So that's number one. After the syllabus, be prepared to start reading my PowerPoint slides. These PowerPoint slides are going to come from our textbook. The PowerPoint slides are going to be the basis of our exams. Not that you can just read the PowerPoint slides and expect to get 100, but they will be the strong starting point. They'll be the starting point for our discussions, our lectures, homework assignments. So the PowerPoints are very important for you to review, along with reading the chapter assigned for that week. Typically, we're only going to cover one chapter a week. That will be more than enough and keep you very busy. Beyond the PowerPoints, you're going to be expected to answer at least one discussion question a week. What I had done in the past was give the class 2 or 3 discussion questions, and everybody answered pretty much the same question. What I'm going to do from now on is I'm going to assign each student their own individual discussion question. I'll try to do that by Tuesday, and I expect you to have that answered by Friday. And please do so. I'm a big person, especially on the online environment. I want to see everybody participating. I know I have a lot of smart students. There's a lot of smart students at the school, and I just hate to see where students don't participate and they end up scoring very well on their exams and tests, and they expect to get an A out of the class, but they end up getting a B or lower because of the participation. I'm a strong believer in participation, and if you want to get an A in this class, you will need to participate. So please heed the warning and participate in class. Alright, a weekly quiz. I have subscribed to a great online quiz environment, QuizProf, and every week I'll be posting a quiz or a final exam online available to you. What you'll do, you'll see an email come from me with a link asking you to complete the exam by a certain date. In the past, I'd only given really like 24 or 48 hours to complete the quiz. I think I'm going to expand that for this course and give you a few days and try to get it out earlier in the week. But be prepared for possibly a pop quiz, but I expect you to complete those. We are all adults. We're professionals here working towards a degree, and 48 hours should be more than enough notice to respond to an exam and quiz. And with that, in this online environment, be prepared. I get excuses all the time. I had to go on travel, I had to go back home. This is an online class, much like the business world. Business never stops, and class never stops either. So you've signed up for an online class. I expect you to have internet access. If your computer breaks, I expect you to go to a cafe, use their computer, go to the library, use a community computer. If you don't have internet access, I expect you to go find a hotspot and hit internet access. I very rarely accept any excuses, and I want everybody to do their best to get their assignments in on time. Along with the weekly quiz, we'll typically have a weekly assignment. Except for the last week, I usually let you guys focus on reviewing what we've covered, getting ready for your final exam or final project if that's pertinent. But basically you can expect to have at least 5 weekly assignments. So that's the class procedures. I want to talk a little bit about grading. So I've already mentioned it earlier, participation, participation, participation. You need to participate in my class. Like I said, if you want to get an A, you want to get the A+, you're going to have to participate. The students that do best in my class are the ones that are sending 5, 6, 7 emails to the class a week. Respond to your students. Give your students the feedback. It's not so much me needing the feedback, it's all of us needing the feedback. When you reply to another student's response, you give them some insight. You learn from it. I learn from it. We're all going to learn from each other, but we can only do that if we participate. That being said, I've already mentioned this as well, but please be on time. As you can tell, I do not like excuses. I have a saying for that, but I can't really say it in this forum. But please make sure you are on time. If you do have something come up, think of it as a business experience. If something comes up in the business world, if you're running a company, somebody doesn't show up, the computers are down, you have to make do and find another way to get business done. The same thing in the classroom environment. Let's get it done. Let's not make excuses. All right. And finally, do your best. I mean, I may seem like a really tough instructor, but seriously, if you're participating, you're doing your best, you're there, you're working, I'm going to work with you. So don't feel intimidated. I'm really a nice guy. I just don't want my students trying to take advantage of the situation, making excuses. Let's get together, let's work together, let's participate together. And finally, when you respond to these assignments, to these discussion questions, I'm not interested in hearing what somebody else has to say. Google is a powerful tool. I use it every day to find research problems, find new information, find material for my classes. It's a wonderful tool. But that being said, I don't want you copying somebody's work off of Google word for word when responding to these assignments or discussion questions. It's okay to use some of that material, but please be sure to cite it. And don't do word for word. You know, no more than 50 words should be brought in from the internet. I really want to hear what your thoughts are on these assignments and these discussion questions. I don't want to hear what somebody else's thoughts were. So that being said, I'm looking very forward to our class. I think we're going to have a great time. Like you can see if you've taken online classes here, I'm not sure how many people actually post videos or anything along that line, but I'm going to try, I'm going to do my best, and I expect you guys to do your best. So working together, I think we're going to have a great class, and I can't wait. So let's get started.